what you guys are doing, so I figured I'd participate in it. And you told me you were basically an addiction counselor, and he thought I might be an interesting subject.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Well, tell me about where you are now with the addictions that you've been...
Well, what do you want to know in particular?
Well, are you in recovery now, or...?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all right. So what are the drugs, or what is it you're struggling with?
Well, honestly, cigarettes.
Okay.
That's the biggest.
Okay.
Alcohol to a degree, but I think I've had more of a problem with that 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seems to have gone down to a degree, and probably simply because of the environment. You know.
So that's kind of settled down.
Well, not all that much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but enough. You know, it's gone down simply because I'm getting too old to do this stuff anymore, if that makes any sense to you.
It does. You can't keep up with it anymore.
I don't think I can.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think I can.
And then the cigarettes are still a real addiction for you.
Yeah, I really do. I think they're worse. In the past, I've done cocaine. I've even done crack cocaine. I've heard that's one of the most addictive drugs around, quite frankly. In my own personal experience, I don't find it addictive at all.
Yeah, it's interesting how it's different for different people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, it's tobacco and alcohol.
Yeah, and coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to get that specific.
How far do you want to go?
How do you want to go? I mean, I got a lady that's supposedly addictive to chapstick. You see. Sure, lips don't.
Gets used for almost anything these days. Yeah. Well, how might you like things to be different? I guess that's a good place to start.
Well, basically, you know, see, that's my problem. I don't think I'm really all that committed to making things all that different because I'm not seeing that much harmful benefits. I was told that you're not able to slow down, it's progressive, and you're going to get worse and worse and worse and worse, and that just doesn't seem to be the case with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I think that there's certain things in my lifestyle just preclude me not using. Okay?
Right.
And that, and smoking's become a problem because I'm starting to play soccer. Okay?
So you can't breathe.
But so I can't breathe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The kids are younger and younger.
Yep.
They're half my age, twice my size. I'm having a problem with it.
You're noticing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so.
Mm-hmm. All right, so, I mean, the message that you shouldn't use it all is like somebody out there telling you that, but that doesn't fit your experience.
I don't know. Use it all. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Oh, I guess maybe I misunderstood you. I thought you were saying people tell you that you can't use or shouldn't use or whatever.
Oh, yeah. They told me that before. You know, I've been through, I guess you know nothing about me, do you?
Nothing at all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. I thought at least they filled you in on some kind of... Okay, no problem.
I asked not to be. No.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, no, here's what happened. I got a DUI a while back. I think it was back in '93, and I had one prior to that in '85. And I went through some counseling. It was mandatory, state-driven. Basically, you go through the counseling, and after you successfully complete it, you're rehabbed.
Right.
Magically rehabbed, and then you get your driving privileges back. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I've had some bad experiences. Not bad experiences with the counselors, but I found them to be not less than professional, but just very rigid in their approach.
Okay. And that didn't work for you? That didn't fit?
It didn't fit at the time, and at the time I don't think I was really all that committed to quitting. And then I was, but at another time, but the other time was because I was earning $40 an hour, and I was working 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, so guess what? You're not supposed to be able to quit, you see. That's what those counselors told me. Well, that was rather strange that I was, wasn't it? So, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I do have a rather negative attitude about, you know, some of the things I've been through as far as the state program is concerned. I don't know how I could explain that more, if you have any.
Well, I mean, I think I've got it, but it sounds like your experience doesn't match what you were being told.
No.
That they're telling you this is how you are, and you look at yourself and say, no.
That's not necessarily true. And then there too, you were supposed to say, well, I'm an alcoholic, and I've always had a problem with this, and I have to quit, and I can never drink again, this, that, and everything else. And you had to really say that. You see, or else you weren't fitting in the role they wanted you to play without fitting in the role they wanted you to play. You could not get your license back. So, you know, I played the game basically, and I went to AA, and I've also found that just to be a little bit on the, you know, it didn't work for me. It's bumper sticker therapy.
Okay.
Fake it
Yeah.
till you make it. Wow, how profound.
Uh-huh.
Man, you guys are deep, aren't you? You know?
All right.
And, you know, I mean, yeah, seriously, I've been with there, and these guys they didn't do anything all day. They said, well, but they didn't drink that day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd rather, let's say, lift weights, maybe build the patio furnace, maybe program our base, and then drink. Instead of just not drink and do nothing else. I found that, you know, certain aspects about it I liked, but I think you have to have a deep-seated religious belief for it to work for you.
Well, and it's not that you want to have an active life in a way. Not drinking is not doing something. It's doing nothing.
Yeah, it's doing nothing.
So for you, the question is, what am I going to be doing? How do I spend my time?
Yeah, actually,
Playing soccer and
that's good. Yeah, and actually, I was you know thinking myself the way I can best quit smoking is not by quitting smoking, but playing soccer 3 times a week.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Now I'm going for something, okay?
That's right.
And then all of a
Okay.
sudden, I'm having a problem breathing, okay? So guess what? You're gonna quit smoking. You're not gonna say, I gotta quit smoking, I gotta quit, you know. To me, that doesn't work for me. If that worked, you know.
It might even less than not work. I mean, it might make it
I think
less likely.
I think it's less likely. Yeah, and I quit smoking before for about 4 months. Then I blew out my knee, and you know, and I went down to see my brother, and boom, right back to it.
Yeah.
And you know, it's the same thing with drinking. I mean, I think I was actually more. How shall I say? I seem to have more of a craving when I was going through counseling,
Right.
and then when I wasn't.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's like, okay, reverse effect. Guys, you really are helping me a lot, you know. And
Well, and I wonder if it isn't the being told you can't, or it's like being in prison, sort of, in a way.
yeah, and it could be just immaturity on my part. You know, if they tell me I can't do something, I want to do something.
Right.
You know, maybe what they should say is, yeah, you better drink every day. God damn it, I want you to drink a fifth before noontime. You know, then maybe I'd say, oh, screw you guys. You know, I don't know. Maybe there's something about my personality is like that. So you know, what shall I say? One size doesn't fit all.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. One size doesn't fit all.
And for you, what matters is having something that you're going toward,
Right.
not something you're going away from.
Right. Right.
And one of those things is soccer.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, tennis. How about backpacking? You know, how about just waking up clear-headed?
Yes, that's
Right.
nice. Yeah.
I mean, don't you think that's kind of
It's great.
pleasurable sometimes? You know. Yeah.
So just getting up in the morning and being able to think and
Yeah, but
clearly.
I'm telling you one thing right now. You know, sometimes, you know, I want to drink 4, 5, 6 days. If I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes, I wake up with a hangover. I thought it was the booze, but it isn't.
Uh-huh.
You
So
know
even
what I'm
without
saying?
the booze.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's carbon monoxide, man. You got no oxygen in your system, so I guess that's my real problem right now is the cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
So
So it sounds like you're not that worried about alcohol, really.
no, it's bad, but it's not as bad.
Not causing you problems. Or
Yeah, well, it is. It'll cause anyone problems.
How so?
You have a 6-pack of beer, wake up, try to program a computer.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Have a 6-pack of beer, wake up, find out how alert you are for the first 2 hours of the day.
right.
Okay, it's going to cause anyone problems. You know, have a 6-pack, have a 12-pack, try to play soccer next day.
Right.
Okay, you're
So
going to have
it's
problems.
amount and the after effects of that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I think my tolerance is up so high that it takes me too much to get the same buzz. And unfortunately, the recovery, it's getting to the point where it's just not worth
Not
it.
worth it. Yeah.
If I could get like a 12-pack high on 3 beers,
Mm-hmm.
then I only have 3 ounces I got to process.
Mm-hmm.
If it's taking me 12 to get the same, which I got 3 on, now I got 12 to process. You see.
Yep.
So we're at a balance point where we're getting diminishing returns on ever expanding, how shall I say, quantities.
It's like the slot machine doesn't pay off so much anymore.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. But you know,
Yeah.
it's an addiction, so you're stupid, so you keep on playing it.
Uh-huh.
You know.
It is amazing how long you keep going.
Yeah.
But you're kind of, with alcohol, you're kind of hitting a point where, no, this isn't worth it anymore.
Yeah, yeah. But it's not because anyone's telling me from the outside. It's not because I'm being forced to do that. It's just because I got to wake up in the morning, and I know how I feel, period, okay? And I think what has happened is before I used to drink all the time, and I was always drinking. Then I stopped, and I found out how good I felt. Okay, now I have a compare and contrast. Whereas before I never had a compare and contrast.
Now you know.
Now you know. Yeah, now you know, hey, wait, it wasn't a lot better when I was clear-headed than when I was, you know. So, and to me, then it does become a problem, because now at least you have something you can, you know.
Right.
You can relate to. You can say, this is how I am without it, this is how I am with it, this is my performance without it, this is my performance with it. You know.
It's only when it's a problem for you, really, that it matters.
Right, right.
If somebody else is telling you,
yeah, it doesn't work.
yeah, or worse, you're more likely back away from it, you know?
Yeah, but why is the approach the opposite? That's what I don't mean to be belligerent toward addiction counseling, but I can't help but be. Why? Yeah, sometimes I wonder if these people do more bad than good.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it's human nature to push against something when they push against you,
Right.
you know, so.
Well, you know, I always heard in AA, too, it was just dumbest things I ever heard. Some of the comments I heard there was just god-awful stupid. And these people are just complete idiots. We alcoholics don't like to be told what to do. I'm thinking, wait, we alcohol, what are you, some special breed of people? No one likes
That's
to be
human
told
nature,
what to
yeah.
do. You know, and I really got tired of that kind of like, we're special because we have this disease. Or come feel sorry for us because we have a disease. And quite frankly, the more I read about alcoholism, no one knows what the hell it is. So I'm not even going to say I am, because until there's a definitive area that everyone could agree on, you know, I can say alcohol dependent. Now that makes sense. It's a bit more clinical.
That you can understand.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things I didn't like about AA is they wore it like a badge. And it's nothing to be proud of, but there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Right.
But you certainly don't do some reverse pride on it. And, you know, we're special because we're this, or we're different. I didn't see any difference between those people and normal people.
So it seems to work for some people, but that's not going to help you. Yeah.
Well, and who do you think it worked for? Apparently highly religious people that believe in higher powers and miracles. And some deity is going to come down and save them anytime they have problems. I'm not that type of person.
That's not you.
Nope.
Yeah. And for you, it has to be some reason that you see that persuades you, okay, it's time.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit more realistic, okay?
Yeah.
No nonsense,
Yeah.
no bumper sticker stuff.
And not being able to breathe on the soccer field is no nonsense.
I think that's kind of, I don't think you get too much more guttural than that, you
Yeah.
know? So, I mean, that's what it is. Yeah.
So it's having something to pursue, having something to live for, really.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. And, you know, I've read a couple books, and the one thing I really did enjoy was a book I read, Positive Addiction. And, you know, having been a runner before, being cross country, I could see exactly how that worked. And basically, this guy was saying what had happened is he was under the suspicions that a lot of people running were actually had drinking problems and ran themselves out of those. Now, I think that is actually true, because after I run, I have about this much desire to drink, and I have about that much desire to smoke.
For a cigarette. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got endorphins, you feel good, you're alert.
Yep.
Why would you want to pollute yourself, you know?
Makes sense to me.
So, I mean, that's my deal on that, you know. That's my read on who I am. But am I committed? No. To total abstinence? No. Not at all.
Oh, to total abstinence. Okay. Because I'm hearing a lot of commitment in what you're saying. That I mean, it's worth it to me in order to be able to breathe on the soccer field.
Right.
To do something about the cigarettes.
Yeah.
To quit smoking, even. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there, I was hearing some commitment.
Yeah, I think there is. But see, when I quit smoking, I quit drinking too, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to. Well, I mean, at least I have to. Because I can't like drink. Because if I drink, I'll have a cigarette.
Yes, okay, they're that tied together.
Yeah.
You do them together so many
Well, you lose your job. When you drink,
tens of thousands of times.
Yeah. Well, even coffee. You know, coffee, cigarette, phone, coffee, cigarette, phone. You know, it's just association. Yeah, I think like when you drink, it's your judgment, your willpower just goes down.
Yeah.
I don't know if you call it willpower. I think it's just judgment.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
But you're going, oh, yeah, cigarette sure would taste good now. Oh, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah.
That happens with cocaine too. When people drinking is the most common reason why people go back to using cocaine when they really have wanted to stay away from
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
So it's exactly what you're talking about.
There's such an association between the two, huh?
Or whatever it is, or it just kind of dulls down your judgment
Yeah.
enough that you say, oh yeah, well
I don't
that'd
know.
feel nice. Yeah.
Should I ask, can you drink?
Huh?
Do you
I do,
drink?
yes I do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know how the judgment goes. Let's face it, it goes. It goes on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they always say, "Oh, we alcoholics are different." No. You feed someone 6 beers, and their judgment's going to go down.
It's going to have that effect.
It's
yeah.
a physiological reaction to a toxin drug. You know, let's face it.
Yep.
So
it is. So you really would be talking about stopping cigarettes and alcohol then,
well, yeah.
in order to breathe.
But I don't want to think about it.
Oh.
I don't want to think about that.
Meaning you just want to do it, not think about it, or you don't want to consider it?
Well, I would rather do it, not think about it.
Yep. Not much point in thinking about it.
Well, I mean, is there?
No.
Do I think about working out every day? Do I think about brushing my teeth? If I did, I wouldn't want to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
You know, I got to brush my teeth tomorrow. You know, that's going to be pretty bad. You know that. You know, I got to brush my. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I think that's
I do.
what happens when people do that, and I see more procrastination because it's worse to think about having to go to the gym and work out. And my God, it's going to hurt. No, I'm going to do those curls. Oh, my biceps are going to kill me. And all that. Then I have to wake up and brush my teeth. I think that when you think about stuff like that, I think it actually is more counterproductive than just saying, screw it, just do it. You know.
Like thinking about going to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're doing that, you're not going to be going to
You're
sleep.
not going to sleep. Yeah. I hope that makes sense to you.
It does. No, it wasn't what I had meant by think about it, but I see exactly what you mean. That if you're thinking about something, or like trying is another word. If you're trying to do it, you're not doing it. You either do it or you don't do it. But
I guess
try
so.
to do it. Try to go to sleep. You just go to sleep.
Just go to sleep.
So what would be great is if it were just natural. You're not thinking about it. It's just natural to do it.
Well, I mean, what do you think? I'm thinking basically that the thing I could best do is just start running again and just start really substituting habits. I think substitution of habit and making habits so counterproductive or kind of contradictory, I should say, maybe.
Not worth it.
Yeah, which you just replace one habit with another habit rather than just try to get rid of one habit. I think it kind of comes up to a vacuum state. Now what do? I got rid of this habit. Now what do I replace it with? So.
Well, and you're clearly telling me that's what works for you. That's what's going to do it.
Well, that's what's done in the past. You know, that's what's done in the past. Actually, I got to join another soccer team. I got to play with even better people. See, that way I'll really get pissed off at myself. So.
And that's if it's worked for you before. It's a good indication.
Yeah. What hasn't worked for me is drug addiction counselors, sorry to say.
Yeah. No, your reaction to that was...
Well, you have to realize, first off, most of the people there, and I'm not trying to be apologist for them, but in a way I am. They were good people. Most of the people there were forced to be there. They weren't there on their own free will, so of course they're going to be resistant. Most of the people there, I mean, you're basically, you got it. You have to talk a certain way, behave a certain way, do certain things, so they think you are, quote, whatever, rehabbed, okay? So you learn real quickly how to play the game. What are you looking for? Okay, what's this counselor looking for? What's this person want me to say? Okay, I'm supposed to feel this way about something because that's the way she's been told that we define this addiction. So what I'll do is I'll just play in her bullshit even though it isn't true. And as long as I can do it in a convincing way and fool her, boom, whap, oh, I got it. I got my license back. And, that's a game that I was playing the whole time. And actually, I kind of lost respect for people because they were so easy to fool. All I did is I read the addiction counseling books. I found out what they were looking for, what the traits were.
Play the game.
Played the game, found out, what they wanted to hear. And to me, that's just really counterproductive. If anything, it's a waste of time, and it might even be more harmful than it is helpful.
Sounds like it was for you.
Yeah, I mean, well, does anyone, quit anything if they're not committed to it?
My own sense is that it's that internal reason that really makes the difference. That when instead of there being somebody out there
external.
telling you
Yeah.
what's telling you is something inside of you, your lungs
Right.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think in
Saying,
this term, my
hey.
body.
Yeah, right.
My brain is saying, hey, hey, I'm stupid, but your liver doesn't like you too much. Your lungs are a little pissed, you know.
Yeah. So what gets in the way of your sticking with that now? What gets in your way of running?
You know, I don't know. I think it may be a fear of failure. I really do. Could be that. Could be just the amount of effort. Like I say, it's been going down, but I seem to really have a problem totally committing to just, okay, this is D-Day, man, let's do it.
Yeah, because it is pretty total. I mean, that was what I was picking up earlier.
Yeah,
that,
I mean, it's...
that at least the way you're thinking about it, it means stopping cigarettes and stopping drinking.
Well, you know, I used to be a fear of withdrawal with drinking, and then when I quit, I found out this.
No big deal.
It's not. You know, that's another thing. You don't tell people about DTs because, quite frankly, that doesn't happen all that often.
That's pretty rare.
I mean, what do you get? You get maybe higher energy level, and that's it. And you feel better, okay? You know, you feel better. I mean, oh, you're going to get DTs. You're going to go through withdrawal. Oh, you're going to have doctor supervision. By telling someone that, you're just scaring the fuck out of them. You know, excuse my French, but that's what you do.
That happens to some people, but not very many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I'm worried about the smoking because I remember last time I got just violent, and man, I was bad at being around for 5 days. I mean, really bad. I mean, I was just blowing up on everything, every little thing. I was just, you know, everything was just ticking me off. And then after 5 days, I was pretty cool. And after 2 weeks, I was real cool. And I just kind of, yeah. But I mean, I'm thinking, my God, what if a client calls me up? You know, what am I going to do?
Like 5 days in a mountain hut somewhere.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of that. I was thinking a kayak trip. You know?
Right.
Just throw me
hey,
5 days out, a kayak
that's
trip.
a nice idea.
No cigarettes, no booze, that's it.
Yeah, Grand Canyon or something.
Yeah, that would be, but see, that would be very good.
It would.
I mean, that's what I was thinking of doing. But
Something physical.
yeah, do something like that, you know.
You get in the river, you're committed.
Yeah, backpacking, you know, 100 miles from nowhere, you know. And maybe I could reward myself with a cigarette by the time I get there. By the time I get there, it'll be 10 days, and I won't want one.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, and the trip itself, for you, it sounds like would be a reward. Maybe just doing it would be fun.
Yeah.
So it might be a way to get through those 5 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, like I say, I you know, I'm, how should I say, I'm teetering on the edge where, you know, I've cut down, and I know how it feels, you know, to at least not drink that much. But now finding out, hey, it's not the drinking that's giving me a hangover. It's the cigarettes, okay? And the drinking only compounds it, because when I drink, I smoke like a son of a bitch.
Right.
And one of the things is, I think I'm cutting down my drinking, not because I'm trying to cut down my drinking, but because I don't want to smoke that many cigarettes, which is weird, and you're not supposed to be that way, not by the definition of drug addiction.
Well, you're breaking all the rules. Huh?
Yeah, I know. But I mean, don't they, you know, I wish they wouldn't tell me rules there. If they're not true, I don't want to hear them. You know, I mean, it's like, I think a lot of this crap is self-fulfilling prophecy. You're giving people false information, and they're taking this false information to heart because these experts in the field, so-called experts, and it's really funny how many different variations of the definition of alcoholism we have. All of them almost contradictory. You get some poor slob that's going to say, well, so-and-so says this, and they've been a leader in their field for the last 20 years. So therefore, because they say this, I have to be this way. And instead of defining themselves as individuals, they go into the stupid pattern or whatever type of behavior that is supposed to be attached to them, and they assume that behavior is theirs. And that's why I don't like...
Won't work for you.
It's not... No. It doesn't work, and I don't think it ever will. I mean, do you agree with me, or am I...
Well, I mean, you know more about you than I do, obviously.
Well, that's the whole thing.
I believe you.
Yeah, but I mean, how many people have you counseled in your lifetime? I mean, you've had to see certain things work for certain people, certain things work for other people,
Absolutely.
and it's not going to be one size fits all.
No, it isn't. No.
It's not there.
I've worked with people who've done really well in AA, and I've worked with a lot of people who said, it's not for me, that's not my cup of tea.
And I'm not trashing them. I mean, if it works for you, fine.
There you go.
If it works for you, that's fine. And I've seen it help a lot of people, and I know the type of person it's going to work for. It's not going to work for me.
So tell me about this teetering on the edge business.
Don't know. I think like I said, I think it's fear of failure. I think on my part it's a fear of failure, and it's also the fear of withdrawal, especially from nicotine. because I know how I'll get. And I'm committed, and then I'm not. It's just this ambivalent feeling.
Yeah.
And I can't seem to, you know, and that's where I'm stuck. That's where I'm stuck. I'm stuck in that ambivalence, which I guess is a good thing in a way. I mean, it's better than it just being not committed at all.
Well, that's exactly right. That's a step forward.
Yeah, it's a step forward, but it's still...
Becoming ambivalent is the first step toward change.
Yeah, but let's face it, that's cognitive dissonance. I mean, you want to just... You know, the ambivalence, I really want to get over it, but I can't seem to... I can't seem to just say, okay, today's the day, this is it.
Right.
So maybe, I don't know. See, I don't know even what to do. I mean, quite frankly.
Well, you've mentioned a couple of things.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking I can cut down slowly. See, look at, if I quit the cigarettes, the trick is going to go, it's going to have to go. Okay, so then that's it, that's out. Now that I know isn't that hard.
Right? You've done that.
Yes, but the nicotine, that's a scary thing for me, man.
And you've done that before also.
I was playing, I was playing
Fooling
on
around, yeah.
I was playing on 2 games a week. Now,
Okay.
Okay, now I would have to start running every day, an hour a day, 5 days a week. I'd have to gradually cut down, okay? Then I'd have to set a date, and I'd have to go on the patch, and I'd have to stay away from anyone that wants to have a beer with me, because if I have one beer, boom,
Yep.
I'm right back to smoking. Now I'm telling you what happened to smoking. What was it? 4 months, whatever it was. Blow out the knee. As soon as I started again. Now this is as soon as I started again. I was back up to 2 packs within a day.
That's
man.
scary, isn't it?
Within a day. It wasn't like this gradual. Oh, I'll just have one. It was just like boom, and I was just right back in there. And then I felt the lungs get pulled in. Yeah, I guess a fear of failure. I don't know. Maybe it's fear of. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's fear of failure. I don't know.
Well, how confident are you that you could do it? If you made,
That's the problem. I don't know.
You're not sure.
I'm not too. I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure.
So it's not so much the wanting to do it as I don't know if I could if I really made the decision.
Right.
Oh, okay. So well,
It's confidence, probably. Yeah.
well, and that's what would help. Something that you could really be confident in. That they, like the way you lit up when we talked about the Grand Canyon or something. Like, well, I could get through 5 days that way. I could do that.
Am I supposed to spend maybe a year out there?
Oh, well, no, I'm just using that example,
Wait a second. If I made a lot of money, that'd be a good excuse, huh?
How long would it be? Well, the first 5 days you said are the tough ones.
Yeah, the first 5 are, they're tough. Well, really what it is, let's face what it really is it's not hanging around Chris, because Chris will come over, he'll want a beer. I don't care if he has a beer, but if I have a beer, boom, I'm going to light up.
Right.
They'll be having to stay away from Bogdan. There's another guy on my soccer team. It would have to be like really staying away from a lot of people I know. Maybe I'll just make excuses for myself. I don't know. But I mean, I would have to do that, and then I would have to watch myself and not let myself talk to any clients for 5 days, because I know how I get.
Oh, that 5-day period, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm still ambivalent.
Yeah. Well, that clearly is where you are.
Yeah.
And you're right that that's a normal place people pass through. But you're saying, let's get through,
I just don't want to be there.
No, it's an unpleasant place to be.
No.
You either want to go back to not being ambivalent
Which is more
and saying,
comfortable. Let's face it. Which is more comfortable. And I'll tell you that right now. That's a hell of a lot more comfortable saying, I'm not going to quit smoking. I'm not going to quit. That's more comfortable.
Either side's more comfortable.
Either side's more comfortable than the ambivalence. The ambivalence is the hell.
It is.
That's the hell.
Yep.
Okay? Because, well, I know I shouldn't, but I will, and I don't know if I should. Here's what it is. It's knowing that you're taking a carcinogen, a known carcinogen, and you're putting it in your lungs. You know that it's upping your blood pressure. You know it's increasing your chance of lung cancer. You know it's really screwing up your sock. It's doing that. It's pissing me off. It's knowing that you're taking a poison called alcohol. You know, the second drink, your judgment's going to go to hell.
What am I doing?
And why am I doing this? Let's just bang that head against that brick wall some more till it bleeds. And that's what pisses me off. I mean, if I was stupid, I could forgive myself for it. If I define myself as an addict, and I think a lot of people do, then they could forgive themselves for it. But no.
That's not a way out for you.
No. That out doesn't work. It's that's a cop out. I mean, that's a cop out. And I wish I was stupid and I could just say, Didn't know any better.
And you could sit back here and
Yeah. Yeah,
be comfortable.
Yeah, right.
Now, the place where you are is real uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And moving either way from it is more comfortable.
Of course, moving up or back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
moving
staying
up or
in the
back.
ambulance, because you're conscious of it. You're conscious of taking in the poison or the carcinogen or whatever it is.
That's the
and
problem.
saying, boy.
That is, what are you doing this for? What are you doing this for?
And that's the teetering then. Which way am I going to move off of this?
Right.
Because I don't want to stay here.
And not only that, the guys on the soccer team are always killing me, Oh, you smoking that again? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're stupid, man. They're always, so I got a little peer pressure going there.
So they're not all pulling you into drinking and smoking.
Oh, no. They don't. They want, it all depends. I mean, this is a Polish soccer team. Most of these guys are right off the boat, okay? And they do drink a lot, so.
They just give you a hard time about smoking.
Right, and they don't smoke.
Oh, okay.
And I say, well, listen, hey, if you want me to quit smoking, I'm gonna have to quit drinking. Oh no, you could. No, I says no, I can't. No, it doesn't work that way for me. And then having never done it, they don't know. So I'm gonna have to if I do this, I'm gonna have to stay away from them, at least long enough to establish some type of.
There you got it. Yeah. I mean, people who make it through change usually do it. I mean, you got it. Usually do what you're saying, which is for a while.
Pull away. Yeah.
For a while, avoid the valley of the shadow of death. Avoid the difficult place, and then it gets more okay. You got to not rush too quick back in there, but it gets to be okay. You don't have to then stay away from all of it after a while. So it's not forever and ever. But for a while, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Or somehow get them to say, help me out, guys. If they won't do it, then you're right.
No, it's not like the bad guys. They just don't know.
Yeah.
See, they're not.
They haven't done it.
They don't know. I mean, I think if you don't smoke cigarettes, you don't know. You're not going to know. And how could they possibly help me?
Yeah. Well, I only meant that if they could get it in their heads that what you're saying is right. That if they want to help you stop smoking, they've got to also not encourage you to drink.
Don't come over with a 12-pack, want something.
Yeah.
Come on.
So if you could ask them to do that to help you out that much, then
they're guys. They're guys.
They won't.
These are guys, okay? They're guys. I'm single, you see.
Yeah.
If I was married, I could blame it on my wife. In fact, I'm thinking of getting married. Well, I'm just kidding. But I'm thinking of a rent-a-wife situation. You see, you rent a wife, and you tell all your guy friends, hey, I'm married, man. My wife will kill me if you guys come over. Then you can get them the hell out of your place. If you're a bachelor, they're trying to get rid of their wives, guess who they come over and hang around with? You.
Yep.
And guess what? That excuse doesn't work. The only thing they understand is some bitchy lady with a skirt, okay? And
that would work.
Then you could clear them out of the place. Okay. Otherwise, you can't clear them out, man. See, then you have no excuse but to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
That's the way guys are. At least the guys I know are that way.
So you're right. So you'd have to stay away from them for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I hope I'm not babbling here. I seem to be all over the place.
Well, I think, you're giving me a real good sense of where you are. I love to read a book to the end, and I'd love to know which way you're going to go from this place.
I would like to know myself. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like I say, I'm still at the ambivalent stage, and it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to make one,
It's just too uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, but what do you want to go back? Where's back? Where's back going to take you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's that can I do it obstacle.
Well, that's a confidence problem.
So something that would help you be more confident.
Yeah, well, yeah.
To be able to look at it and say, I could do that. I can see myself doing that.
Well, yeah, but what's that going to be?
I'm not sure.
It's going to have to be internal if it's going to work for me. It can't be anything external. I can't deal with cheerleaders. I can't deal with, you can do it. Hey, come on. I'm a little too old for that kind
Certainly
of crap.
nobody pushing you.
Well, I'm going to have to figure out I can do it myself, or it's just not going to be able to get done. And that's just the long and the short of it is that's what it's really going to take.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I think for a person like me, that is the bottom line. And it has to be important enough. But I think it is important enough now, or else I wouldn't even be thinking about this in the first place.
That's how it sounds.
Because You know, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care if I die tomorrow. This is not about my health.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I can't stand. If I'm not the fastest guy out there, I have an identity crisis, okay? It's my arrogance, okay? It's my conceit. It's my pride, okay? So I'm using all the negative stuff you're never supposed to have in AA to help me.
Challenge. That's what'll get you through. Huh?
That's what gets me
Just
through.
sheer cussedness.
Yeah. Just sheer. You know, if anything, arrogance, really, and anything, pride. That's all it is. It really has nothing to do with health. It really doesn't. I mean, I hate to admit it, but as far as longevity in life, I don't really care about it. If it's not high quality of life, well, everyone dies. Everyone makes such a big goddamn deal out of it. I'm getting so goddamn tired of these people going, oh, I eat these healthy food, and I do this, and I don't go out in the sun, and yeah, you're 400 pounds overweight, you don't work out. You know, don't give me this, you know, live forever, but live what?
We're all going to die anyhow.
We're all going to die anyhow. What are you going to do? Just never go out in the sun?
But while you're here, you want to be the best.
Well, I mean, it'd kind of be nice to wake up, you know, to feel healthy and be able to do what you like to do.
It is.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you could do what you like to do forever, I would like to do that. But I know that's not going to happen, and I accept that. And to me, it's not so much a longevity issue as it is a quality of life issue. And so that's the deal.
The funny thing is, it sounds to me like you have made up your mind.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think I'm swaying.
Little lead.
Swaying.
Just leading.
Swaying. I hope it's not a pendulum, you know.
I don't know, though. It's kind of nice back there.
Yeah, back there is more comfortable. At least it's known. Yeah, it's known.
It's predictable?
That's all it is.
It is known. Predictable.
That's all it is. It's known. Yeah, someone told me, it made a lot of sense. You bang your head against a brick wall, you start mixing that brick wall when you quit banging your head against it. And, you know, I mean, I think that's what everything is. Not just smoking, not just drinking, not just doing whatever, cocaine or anything else, but everything else. I think bad relationships are like that. You know, I think bad jobs are like that. I think living in bad areas of town are like that. I think it's familiar. Because it's familiar, it's predictable.
Right.
You're comfortable with it. It's not that terrible change, you know. That's a scary thing. And, you know, maybe that's what it is. So.
Yeah, what if you stopped smoking and drinking and still couldn't keep up with the young guys?
Oh, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
That's all right.
I already can. That's the thing. It's just that, you know, I'm getting older, and this is not going to last forever. I put a lot in the bank account. I had a scholarship, marathon scholarship, when I went to college, which I didn't take. Ran a 4:32 mile. I've always been fast.
Really?
But I've always had, the way I'm looking at it is I always had a bank account, and I put a lot in that bank account, cardiovascular bank account. Well, I've been drawing off that bank account for a long time. Now it's just about...
Balance is getting low.
Balance is getting low, so I just have to kind of start filling it up again. And
that's a nice image.
Well, I think that's exactly what's going on. You can only do this stuff so long before you're going to start feeling the effects. And I'm starting to feel the effects. Or maybe I always was, but I was too stupid to realize it. I'm not too sure.
You don't want to go into debt.
No, I don't want to go to debt. No.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. Well, I'd love to know how the story comes out.
Well, should we do a follow-up?
I'd like to know. Yeah.
You know, I tell you, if I do this, it's not going to be for two to 3 weeks. You know, everyone says, "Oh, do it tomorrow." You know what? No.
You're going to set a date out there somewhere.
Well, yeah.
Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Not today. Not right now. You know, I mean, I'm just not going to do that. You know, and it's going to be. Here's what happens to me. When I start doing shit, it's contradictory to bad habits. The bad habits start disappearing almost naturally. And I start getting a roll.
Beautiful.
And then I start getting to the point where I want to continue this good habit. And the bad habits, I'm really thinking about, they're starting to go away. So I want to kind of like steamroll this turkey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then as soon as I got that steamroll thing going, and you know, I got this thing on the run, I said, okay, baby, now we're going to get
now
you.
It's time.
Now you're vulnerable. Now you're going to die.
That's the plan that works for you.
Yeah.
Good.
Does that work for anyone else?
Oh, I mean, people are real different in terms of the way they find.
Yeah.
And it's kind of your personality and, you know, what grabs you? What's the thing
Well,
that
yeah,
finally tips
yeah.
the seesaw
Well,
for you?
I was told that doesn't work. I was told, oh, no, one size fits all. No, this is how we have to do it. Oh, this is the only way we do it. That's what I was always told.
Yeah. Well, one size
It made
doesn't.
it made no sense to me, and I really lost respect for anyone in the industry, because I thought, do you have any intuition? Do you ever listen to your clients? Have you ever thought that there could be something called individuals out there? Hey, bell-shaped curve, guys. Hey, you know what it is? Guess what? Different IQ levels, different personality traits.
People
Guess
know
what?
something about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I never got that from. Of course, like I say, it was state-run, and it was a little bit different.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I wish you well.
Okay.
I'd like to know how the story comes out.
You want to follow up with me? Or,
Well, at least, let your friend here know, and
yeah, I'll let
he can
John
let
know.
me know.
Yeah, I'll let John know. We'll just take it from there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
So was your work with Mike a good example of motivational interviewing?
It was, yeah. He offered some unique challenges, I think, and gave me a chance